Well, I'm back on the Kawasaki after a few days off because I've been busy with other things, and anyway, trying to get on with it, get it finished. So we've got the last of the shims in the exhaust valves to sort out, and then the dodgy helicoil in the cam chain tensioner to fix. And trying to get on here nice and early in the morning. Beautiful day again, and I seem to have a bit more time to myself first thing in the morning, so we'll see how we get on. I'll just explain a bit about the helicoil problem I had. So whoever had been on the bike before me had drilled all the way through into the cam chain housing when they drilled out for the helicoil. So it was not a blind caster minimal but open, and I couldn't put a helicoil in because when I knocked the tang out, the piece of metal would fall into the crankcase. So I've got a solution to that, which is called a Time Sert, and it's basically a solid cast helicoil with some new threads. I'll just show you, I've got one here. So you see on the helicoil, it's like a spring, and there's a tang on the back which you knock out, and that's going to fall through. But the Time Sert is basically it's just like a helicoil, but it's solid. Oops, dropped that. Yeah, butterfingers, look. But there it is. So we're going to try and put that in to the cam chain tensioner threads, and see how we go. So one little problem is that the Time Sert has a tiny little lip, and the tools that come with it have a cutting bit that recesses that lip, but because of access issues I'm not going to be able to do that very easily. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to leave this proud on the face, and I'm going to recess the cam chain tensioner. So because there's plenty of meat on this, and it's only a tiny sort of millimetre recess, not even that, I'm just going to recess in here a tiny bit so the lip of that will fit here, and you can see there's plenty of meat on that face, so that's going to be fine. And it's a much easier job. Put this in the vise and just take a tiny bit out of the meat there. Well, here we are. Seems like we're at a crucial point. The cam chain tensioner is back in. The Time Sert that I put here seems to have taken the torque okay. And down here, this bolt, which I never touched, has been okay too. The dodgy, slightly worrying cam cap bolt here has taken torque as well, and the helicoiled one over here is holding its torque, so that's all good. When I turned the exhaust cam over and took the clearances, this one was out of range, too tight, and I thought, oh god, I haven't even changed the shim in that one. This was the one that was really causing the worry. Now that's banging where it should be. It's 5/1000ths in a range of 3 to 7, so that's good. Anyway, just put the old key in, turned it over a couple of times, took the clearance again, and it's 4 thou now. It's okay, and I think it was just a bit of the assembly lube or compound or whatever just gunging things up. Anyway, turned it over a few times and it's all settled down now. So we've got the inlet cam, the range is 3 to 7, the inlet cam is 4 all the way across, and the exhaust is 4, 5, 4.5 and 4. So I reckon that's pretty much spot on. Now just got to put it back together, and fingers crossed it starts. Oh, and also that we've still got good compression in this dodgy cylinder, which was the reason for doing all this in the first place, if you remember. No compression in that cylinder. So just do a quick check in that, and then we're good. So here's the compression in that second cylinder. You can see it's okay. It's about 135. It's a touch off the others, which are more like 150, but it's better than nothing at all. I don't know, maybe the valve isn't seating great there, but anyway, you know, we've got that sort of compression.